So here's what's real for me right now. Here's what's real for me. The calm lasted exactly 7 minutes. Really, 7 minutes. And then the exhaustion picked up right where it left off. That's probably what no one tells you. Meditation doesn't fix burnout. It just pauses for a moment. That's all it does. It doesn't fix it. It just pauses for a moment. So if you're a high functioning person, you running everything, you doing everything, you holding everyone, it's not that you can't meditate. All right. So it's not that you are unable to meditate. It's that what you've been told is meditation. Meditation doesn't really work for your life. That's what it is. Not that you can't do it. It just doesn't fit into your life and your circumstances and your situation right now. So you don't need like a prettier playlist or more like calming music and calming sound. You don't actually need that. You need something that can actually stick and be with you when the bell stops, when the app stops, when the noise keeps coming, when you're tired and you're still pushing forward. You need something to hold you and to carry you through those moments. When your body is already 2 steps past being exhausted, tired, you about to pass out, you too much. That's what you need a practice to help you for that. So I'm a overachiever, overthinker, and even when I meditate, my mind doesn't stop. Meditation does not actually stop the overachiever's mind from moving, from that energy that's moving, that flow, what's happening. It doesn't stop that. So even if we try, and even when I try to meditate, I'm still planning like my mind is going into planning mode. I'm planning for dinner, thinking about lunch, thinking about worst case scenario, what happened, what's going to happen, what will happen, problem solving, trying to come up with solutions, coming up with ideas. I'm marinating, like everything is happening when I'm meditating. And then right after the meditation ends, like right after that, things just keep going because meditation is not about escaping life. It's not about escaping reality. Because as soon as the calm, the app, the problems are on pause just so you can practice, so you can meditate. As soon as that's over, the noise comes back. That's actually what's happening. Like it's actually real deal. So meditation is not about abandoning yourself. It's not about leaving yourself behind and doing something else. It's not about bypassing. It's not about diverting your attention. Meditation is really and literally about learning how to be with yourself at that moment in that experience right then and there, like right now, right? So that's what meditation is. If you have ever had a moment when you have meditated and the calm lasted almost until the next meltdown, the next phone call, the next email, the next big issue, whatever event that happens in your life, then you're not alone. So stay with me on this. Stay with me. So the other day, I had my formal practice. All right. I was formal practicing. Everything was perfect. Let me tell you, like I could feel the breeze on these windows. Like I had it open a little bit. I could feel the breeze coming in. I could feel like the sun shining in on my face. Like it was just touching in all the right places, like a little massage from the sun was hitting me on my chin and hitting me on my throat and hitting me on my temple. It was just like this beautiful feeling. I heard these birds. I feel like they were really serenading me. They were singing this beautiful melody that I don't hear. I have not heard that ever. I think like they made up a melody and a song on the fly just for me. So it was like a one person show, but I was enjoying every single moment of it. It was a beautiful sound. They were like going back and forth. Seriously, I was like an audience of one. It was a beautiful thing. My children were there, like everyone had eaten in the house. The house was clean. Everything was in order. My inbox was managed. I was just like, yes, this is it. This is it. This is the moment. I am here. I have arrived, right? I am here. And the practice ended. Ah, bang, 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 bang. On the door. Loud. Dogs going nuts because someone's banging so hard. Boom, 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 boom on the door. I just like, oh my gosh. So I'm already rattled out of like that serenity, that serene, that calm state. I'm already rattled, right? Because I'm hearing this bang, 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 bang on the door. I hear someone screaming, oh, my son drops a toy, like a truck, like this little tiny truck in the toilet. They're yelling this at me from downstairs here. I'm here and they're yelling, oh, my son, his name is Julian. They're like, oh, Julian dropped the toy in the toilet. Like, well, okay, cool, right? And then my daughter, right? She comes to the door. She's like, do you know what my AirPod is? Why would I know where your AirPod is? It's like the 18th time this week that she's lost her AirPod or lost her phone. And yet I am the person who magically is supposed to know where this is. So she's like, I know where my AirPod is. No, no, I don't know where your AirPod it is. And then I start to smell something. Smells like burnt popcorn. No lie. It's like 8 a.m. Who is popping popcorn at 8 a.m.? And who's popping popcorn at 8 a.m. and burning it, right? So I'm just like, seriously? Is this all just happening right now? Then my text starts going off. My text and my phone. Ding, ding, ding. Buzz, 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 buzz. Like it's vibrating. It's dinging. Vibrating, dinging, vibrating, dinging. I'm just like, and then it gets worse. One of my puppies, I have two puppies. One of my puppies is running around with one of my sculptures. I do like little sculptures, little resin sculptures. One is running around with one of my sculptures in their mouth. My puppy running around with sculptures in its mouth. And I'm just like, I'm screaming now because now I'm chasing the puppy to get the thing out of its mouth before it chokes. And so I'm chasing the puppy, hearing all the noise, hearing them scream about my son, hearing my daughter about the AirPods, smelling the burnt popcorn, chasing the puppy. I just stopped for just like 2 seconds. It felt like I felt shorter than that, but it was probably like 2 seconds. And I'm standing there thinking, wow, I was just in this beautiful, perfect space. And now like everything is chaos. Everything is just like, seriously, what is happening now? And why is this happening? Because, there's just a lot going on. And so I realized when the practice ends and the bell rings or the app stops or whatever that meditation guide is saying, when that's over, that is actually when the practice begins. It's not at the time where you are sitting calm, peace, tapping into your experience with no interruptions around. That's not actually the real deal. Real deal is when your practice ends and all hell is like kind of breaking loose. Life is coming back. So what actually works for me? What works for me? Because life keeps going even after the guided meditation. What works for me is integrating the practice within my life. Stop expecting the cushion or the practice to carry me through the chaos, like to transition through the full 24 hours. It just doesn't work like that. The practice and the guided meditation is what, 5 minutes, maybe 10. After that, you still got to return to life. So integrating the practice after the guided meditation ended has been the key for me to maintaining my sanity. So I didn't use meditation as an escape because it wasn't an escape. It was just like a brief anchor, a little pause in the middle of everything. But as soon as the practice ended, so did the peace, so did the calm, so did the escape. I was never actually escaping from anything at all. Meditation doesn't allow you to escape. It just allows you to check in. So with that, I was just like, I can still check in even after the practice ends. So here's what I do now. Here's what I do. Because I have literally just changed the way that I even look at meditation to make sure that it actually fits my life, fits my schedule, fits my overreactive mind that just cannot stop stopping. Here's what I do. So when I'm about to lose my mind or when like chaos is happening, in my family, around my circumstances, in my environment, I just wait 1 second, right? So I don't do like a whole deep breath and kumbaya. I don't do that, right? I pause just 1 second and I ask one question. What's happening inside of me right now? That's it. I don't try to change it. I don't try to push it aside. I don't try to think of something else. I really just have like, it's like a split second. And listen, it's not always successful. Let me just disclaimer, not always successful, not always works. But when it does, and when I remember, when I come back to myself, I just think one thing, what's happening inside of me right now? So it could be like, I could feel stuff in my throat. I could feel thoughts going through and try not to like attach onto them, but I can see that I'm like thinking a gazillion things at once. Or maybe like I could feel like pain in my knee, right? Like pain in my knee or a tingling in my shoulder, or maybe like it itch and on my neck and my chest or whatever, right? I can feel a sensation. I can feel something happening, something shifting. And by me diverting my attention, me directing my attention instead of to the outside circumstances and chaos, by diverting it and directing my attention to what is happening to me right now, in that second, in that moment, changes everything. Changes everything. It's not about zoning out, right? It's not about pushing it away or wishing it's not going to happen, because there's a lot of stuff happening inside of us all the time. All the time, whether we notice or don't notice, irrelevant, right? Things are changing and moving and happening within our own bodies all the time. All the time, every second, every moment, even when we're sleeping, when we're eating, when we're dreaming, when we're running a marathon, when we're dancing to our favorite tune. There's always something. When we're talking, it never ends. There's always something happening. So meditation is about just stopping for a second to notice what's already going on. That's it. Noticing what's already going on. Why? So that you can then respond to the circumstances, to the situations, to everything that's happening around, instead of acting. Because think about it. If I would react to that popcorn smell, do you know how hard it is to get popcorn smell out of the house? Can we just start with that? It is incredible. Like, it gets in your hair, it gets in your clothes, it like permeates all of your existence. The smell of burnt popcorn. Okay, I know some people may like it, like my husband. He loves burnt popcorn, but I don't. All right, and it smells terrible to me. It's not popcorn, but it does. How it would have been if I would have reacted instead of having that moment to check in to see what's actually happening to me right then at that second. Reacted instead of responded. Reacted instead of responded to the truck and the toilet. Reacted instead of responding to my daughter screaming, demanding that I know, like a magician, where her AirPods are again, right? I would have lost my shit. Like, I would have just lost it. And I'm going to be real, I would have lost it. But I didn't. And the reason I didn't is because I checked in. I checked in. I was seeing like there was a lot more happening inside than there actually was out. Like, there was a whole universe of happenings inside in that one split second, more than what's happening outside. So meditation is about reclaiming yourself. It's about finding yourself in those moments, in the middle of the crap, in the middle of the psychosis of life, in the middle of the hustle and the bustle and the doing and the going and the getting, in the middle of all that. Meditation is about checking in and finding yourself, checking in and seeing how it is for you in your own experience. So if this hit home for you, and if you think that you could test it out and try it yourself and maybe share it with someone who pops off easy, who yells, who, is really activated. Maybe they're also an overworked overachiever just like us. Maybe share with them. Share with them. Just share with them and see what they like, what shows up for them. And if that one split second of checking in helps them to respond instead of react, that's a win. That is an absolute win. Yeah. So meditation, it's not like a make it or break it, right? It is a bridge, especially for us overachievers. It is a bridge. It is the way we can stay connected to ourselves when everything is moving fast. We can slow down and check in with our own experience first so that we are able to truly connect with our environment around us and take care of us as we need to be taken care of. So may this video be a benefit to you and all those you love. I wish you well on your practice and comment, right? Let me know how's it going. How did you check in today? Let me know.